Hello guys, I hope you're all good. So today I wanted to talk about the importance of knowing your partner's blood group to prevent any future complications with your offspring. So I'm going to make two common examples based on cases that we usually deal with, whereby the mom has a certain blood group, the father has another, and then the baby inherits a blood group from one of the parents. So let me quickly make an example. Let's say the mom is O negative, the father is O positive, and then the baby inherits the father's group, which is O positive. What happens in such cases? During pregnancy, we know there are fetal-maternal transmissions. There's transmission that happens between the mom and the baby. So the baby's blood might be transmitted to the mom's circulatory system. What happens when the baby's blood is being introduced to the mom's circulatory system? Remember, the mom is O negative. Now suddenly a positive antigen is entering the mom's circulatory system. Mom is negative, does not have D antigens, and now D antigens are suddenly entering the mom's circulatory system. The mom's body recognizes those antigens as foreign because it's not used to them. They are not within the mom's body, so they are foreign. Once the body realizes something as a foreign substance, it suddenly fights against it. So how does it fight? It produces antibodies that will fight against those antigens. So you see now, those foreign D antigens are being introduced to the mother's circulatory system, and then the mother suddenly produces D antibodies that will then react with those D antigens, trying to fight against them. Okay, that's a defensive mechanism produced by the mom's immune system. Okay, now usually the first baby will be fine. Complications usually occur with multiple pregnancies. So what happens if the mom gets pregnant again and the baby is still O positive? Okay. Now, during those fetal-maternal transmission, the mom's antibodies will now enter the baby's circulatory system. Mom's antibodies, which are D antibodies. And the baby is O positive, meaning it has D antigens. Now, if those D antigens meet with those D antibodies, it causes a reaction, and we refer to that as the hemolytic disease of the newborn, because once that reaction occurs, the baby's red blood cells will be breaking down, causing a hemolytic disease of the fetus. Okay. Now, it may be severe, it ranges, it's never the same. Some are severe, some are mild, some are not that serious. But what happens in serious cases? Okay, what happens is that the baby's red blood cells will start breaking down. Once they break down, they release a liquid called bilirubin. It's a yellowish liquid. It's better sometimes when the mom is still pregnant, because once that liquid is released, it goes straight to the mother's liver. It gets metabolized by the mother's liver. So it is taken out of the baby's circulatory system and goes to the mother's liver to be metabolized. But once the baby is born, a fetus liver is still immature. It cannot fight all those levels of bilirubin that are being released in the circulatory system. So once they become excessive, the body will now release those liquids into the skin. That's why you will see the baby's skin being yellow or the eyes being yellow. It's those levels of bilirubin, and we refer to that as neonatal jaundice. So whenever that happens, during the first pregnancy, to prevent any further complication, the mom has to receive a substance that we know it as Reseucam. It protects the baby against future complication should the mom get pregnant again. So what I'm trying to say is, it is very important to know your partner's growth, so you can know that you will be able to prevent any future pregnancy complications early, especially when it comes to protecting your newborn, or when it comes to protecting your unborn child. against hemolytic disease of the newborn. It can get very serious to a point where the baby might have to receive transfusion, because now the red cells are breaking down. A baby needs transfusion to make up for the loss of those red blood cells. Or maybe the baby might need exchange, and in exchange it's whereby they are taking out all the waste blood and transfusing fresh blood to make up for the red blood cell loss. Or if a baby is still unborn, there are also other procedures that may be taken, or a mother may be forced to go under induced labor to make sure that the baby is born early to prevent complications. So it's very important to know your blood group and know your partner's group, especially if one of you guys is negative and the other is positive. You need to make sure you know, so you can inform your doctor early should you get pregnant, and they can make sure to prevent any future complications with your pregnancy. Thank you. Bye.